Hello, I hope you're all doing well. I'm going to be talking about one of my Black Friday week purchases. I decided to buy my first Kindle Colorsoft, and I went for the Kindle Colorsoft Signature Edition, and I'll say what signature means in this context. So overall, I'm very pleased to have it. I had always used either black and white Kindle or Kindle Fire. So using the Kindle Fire is like using the Kindle app, since you get to the Kindle store through the app when it's on the Kindle Fire. So one disappointment. Uh, you can't download virtually every Kindle book, either to the Kindle Colorsoft Signature Edition, and the same problem is there for the Kindle Scribe, which we talked about at length. And it's a formatting problem. Some ebooks have publisher-imposed limitations that make them incompatible with specific Kindle models. For example, fixed layout books, enhanced editions, or graphics heavy titles like comics and manga that requires specific formatting. But of course, on your Kindle Colorsoft, there will be lots of comics that you can read. So this is obviously not all comics. So if you try to load such a book, which actually was the first thing I tried to do, there was a book I was interested in. I tried to download it to the Colorsoft. I got the message unavailable for download. This item is not compatible with this device. However, um, there are millions of books that are compatible both with the Colorsoft and with the Scribe. So you're not missing out on every book by any means. And what you can do in that case is use the Kindle app, because there are virtually no Kindle books that are not visible in the Kindle app. And it can be the Kindle app on your favorite device, or what I'm doing in this case, for example, to get this book I was interested in to download it, I am just using my Kindle Fire Max 11, because you access the Kindle store through the Kindle app. So if you can download using the Kindle app, you can download using the Kindle Fire. So that made me very pleased to have the Kindle Fire, because I do want to stay within the Kindle ecosystem. So this is not a reason to reject the Kindle Colorsoft, since you can still download the vast majority of Kindle books and most documents from your Kindle library created by the Kindle Scribe, but of course that will exclude the handwritten notes on the Scribe. The Amazon Kindle Colorsoft, officially the Kindle Colorsoft Signature Edition, is named for its custom color e-ink display technology, which Amazon branded as Colorsoft. The name emphasizes the soft, muted, paper-like colors it produces, vibrant enough to enhance book covers, comics, graphics, and highlights, but gentle and easy on the eyes, without the harsh glare or intense brightness of traditional backlit LCD screens. This contrasts with more saturated colors on tablets or phones, aligning with Kindle's focus on a comfortable, distraction-free reading experience. Amazon has not provided a more profound official etymology beyond describing it as delivering rich paper-like color that's vibrant yet easy on the eyes. Reviewers often note the name fits because the colors appear subtly soft or pastel-like due to e-ink limitations, which is interesting. Uh, So the device's name doesn't disappoint. And when I first got it out of the packaging, I was disappointed. And then, of course, I realized I haven't touched the brightness button. And voila, once I controlled the brightness of the screen, it was really very pretty and very beautiful. Now, you can put it on auto brightness, and that seems to be doing a very good job of keeping things pretty and readable. So once you've done that, the device's name doesn't disappoint. The Kindle Colorsoft is ideal if you're looking for enhanced visuals in books that need them, all while staying true to the essence of Kindle's reliable, distraction-free reading experience. With options for vivid or standard color modes, it suits everything from richly illustrated graphic novels to simple text documents. So if you're ready to elevate your Kindle experience with color while keeping the perks of Kindle's long battery life and outdoor readability, this might be the upgrade you are looking for. Now, the paragraph that I have just read out is an extract from Susan Powell's book, Kindle Colorsoft Signature Edition User Guide, which is currently on Kindle Unlimited. And I told you when I spoke to you about the Scribe that when I get a new device, I play around with it, of course, by myself. But what I try to do before I do too much playing around is to read a decent book on how the device works. Now, Susan Powell's book is a little advanced, maybe for a brand new user. So she talks about things like send to Kindle, and you have to know what send to Kindle is, but you can look that up. And I found it very good. So that's the book I'm going to recommend for a user guide on top of what Amazon provides. So it isn't just color added to a standard Kindle. Amazon developed a unique display stack, including brighter LEDs, special coatings, and an enhanced oxide backplane on top of e-ink's Kaleidoscope 3 case to produce soft, natural-looking colors that are easy on the eye and mimic paper more closely without the harsh or overly vibrant tones of typical tablet screens, like LCD and OLED. Reviews consistently describe the colors as soft, muted, or natural compared to competitors like Kobo, emphasizing reduced eye strain during long reading sessions, especially for book covers, comics, and graphics. Amazon's product descriptions reinforce this. The display delivers paper-like color that's easy on the eyes and soft colors that are less harsh than traditional screens. The soft in the name signals these tweaks to make color feel gentle and immersive, and they do, distinguishing it from brighter, more aggressive color e-readers, while preserving the glare-free, high-contrast reading experience Kindles are known for. The device doesn't disappoint. What are the main differences between the standard Kindle Colorsoft and the Signature Edition? The Kindle Colorsoft Signature Edition adds double the storage, 32 gigabytes as opposed to 16, wireless charging, auto-adjusting front light, and a slightly different finish compared to the standard Colorsoft model. Both share the same color e-ink display technology and features like warm light adjustment. My recommendation is to buy the Signature Edition. I think these upgrades are really worth it. Now, I'm going to go away for a second because I forgot to actually introduce you to my Colorsoft. So here it is in its cover. So I got the official Amazon color for the Colorsoft, and it's a nice cover because it's sturdy with the PU leather on one side, on this side, and it has a microfiber cover which puts the Kindle to sleep. So I know there's a lot of reflection off our window, but I have it. It's light. It's small, it's convenient, and in my case, I'm mainly going to be using it to read. Now, it does have some annotation tools, a little bit similar to the Kindle Fire that we discussed already. And I'll talk about those as I show you um, the photos that I have prepared. Sorry about that. Just getting things cleaned up. Okay, so this is what it looked like when it arrived. Uh, these devices now come in these recyclable, very attractive boxes. You just have to be careful not to throw out the instructions when you throw out the box. So this is what they say on the back of the box. 7-inch glare-free Colorsoft display, highlights in multiple colors, and those highlights enable you to make notes. Access to millions of titles in the Kindle store. So you're missing out on some titles, but certainly there are millions that you can enjoy on the Colorsoft. But I would advise you to have the Kindle app downloaded on whatever device you want to use it on. And if you have a Kindle Fire, then you're going to have access to virtually all of the Kindle books because the Kindle Fire uses the app. So it has a high contrast paper-like feel, auto-adjusting front light, and wireless charging. So some of the things in those lists are upgrades over the standard edition. And then there's this little quote inside, mere color, unspoiled by meaning and unallied with a definite form, can speak to the soul in 1,000 different ways. Oscar Wilde. Now, I always, when I buy a device, buy a screen protector and a travel case, which is a little sturdier than the one that Amazon puts out. So I chose the Kodak case, and I chose a screen protector which advertised as being specifically suitable for the Colorsoft. Now, I was very nervous because I thought, if I put the screen protector on, is it going to spoil the effect of the colors? And purists may say that's a reason not to use it, but I found actually that it doesn't impede the experience at all. So I ended up putting it on. So when you take the lid off the device package, it says, "Welcome to a new world of color." And you'll see what I mean when you unwrap it, it looks really dark. But that's just because it's been in the dark, and it doesn't mean that that's the color or the brightness that you'll see once you use the device, because you can control it. So inside the box there is the charging cable, and there is some instructions. And this is the Kindle Colorsoft after I've put the screen on. Okay, and after I brighten the screen a little bit, so it looks fine. Now, the cover is microfiber. This is Kindle's cover, microfiber on one side and PU leather on the other, very strong. And when the Kindle is inside, that's what it looks like. So, and you can see that there's already, if you look carefully, a little tiny scratch on the cover. Now, I'd rather that little tiny scratch be on the cover than it be on the the screen of my Kindle Colorsoft, which is why I go for screen protectors. Now, I didn't use a screen protector for the Kindle Scribe because it does impede the papery feel of the note-taking section. So I decided just to be very careful with the device and not. I have a screen protector, but I haven't used it. So this is the Kodak. It's very similar to the Kindle, to the Amazon cover for the Kindle Colorsoft, just a little bit more padding. So it's a little bit stronger, but the idea is very much the same. So that's Kodak's one. Okay, so this was my my disappointment, really, my only disappointment was I really wanted to download this book, I'm Not Alone, and read it on the Colorsoft. And then when I tried to do that, it said you can't download this item to your Kindle Colorsoft. And then I tried to download it on my Kindle Scribe, and it won't download there either. So I went to my Kindle Max, my Kindle Fire Max 11, and it downloaded beautifully because it's downloading through the app. So that's why you really need to have the app handy if you're in the process of downloading a book that you really want to take with you. Okay. But this problem doesn't occur for the majority of Kindle books, for millions of them, but it does still occur for a sizable number. So as I say, you need the app. So this is what the opening screen is like, and it's very similar to what we've seen before on other devices. So you have a home and you have a library. And the home has all sorts of shelves, okay? And to choose between whether you're on the home screen or the library screen depends on which one is underlined. And you get the underlining by touching with your finger. Now, this is a good place for me to say the Kindle Colorsoft Signature Edition or Standard Edition 2 do not come with an associated stylus. And so you have to do everything with your finger and the on-screen keyboard. However, I went ahead and have ordered a stylus which says it works well with the Colorsoft. And I've yet to see how that will turn out. But there's no stylus that Amazon is putting out for you to use with your Colorsoft. It's your finger and the on-screen keyboard. Now, of course, in the library, you have just the books that you own. You don't have all these massive number of books on the home screen. You have a reduced massive number of books in my case, but I own all those. So this is a feature I'll mention again. So I downloaded The Common Reader by Virginia Woolf, and you'll see the Audible thing on the bottom. So you can download the Kindle book and the audio book from Audible and have them both on the Kindle Colorsoft Signature Edition, and you can read or you can listen just by choosing. You can choose to read or you can choose to listen, and you have control over that. And so if you're really enjoying being in a corner of a room and you're reading it, but then suddenly something interrupts and you have to go somewhere else, you might want to put in your headphones and listen to it for a little while. Now you need Bluetooth headphones that will pair with the device. And I have ordered some new ones because I wasn't so happy with the performance of the one I tried to pair with it. So we'll see how that goes. Now, up the top, uh, you have the three dots, and of course, you have the card because in case you buy a Kindle book. Okay. And the three dots, if you touch them, it gives you this list, including settings. Now you have this nice thing, which is you can create a collection. So you can organize your library books into collections of as many books as you like, and kind of organize your reading. So it's a nice feature. So this is a book that you download in the dead of night, and it's a book that I also want to read very much. Now, when you open the book or any book, you have this top menu. So you touch near the top, and you'll get this menu. And again, the three dots will give you these things, okay? And the big A, little a, gives you all sorts of options too. Okay, you can control how the book looks, and a lot more besides. So you can so the first three things, the themes, the font, and the layout, is kind of just like the appearance of the book. But there's all sorts of other choices you can make, and they are under more. But I'm not going to touch on those in this episode. Now, when you highlight, you get a choice. And the choice that I want to concentrate on is note, because it's the most interesting and the most useful, because you may still want to make some kind of notes as you read. And, this is not a Kindle Scribe. So you want to know that you have the ability to make notes on this device. And if you press on note, a little note square pops up, just as it did on the Kindle Fire. And downstairs, you have your on-screen keyboard. So you can use the on-screen keyboard to type in your note and save it. And that will be then, so if we go back to the top menu, the annotations are collected in that thing that looks like a book. So there again is a book I very much want to read, and it's also an audio book. So that's kind of just to say that you have a wonderful device here that can do all sorts of things, and it's aesthetically beautiful. So I do recommend it. Now, this is the book. So I'll put the affiliate link to this book in the episode description, just as I will put the affiliate link to the Kindle Colorsoft Signature Edition, together with its accessories and so on. And of course, as an Amazon associate, I earn from qualifying purchases. So you may be saying, well, maybe you regret at this stage having bought the ordinary Kindle, that's not the color one, which is out now, and then buying this as well. Well, this is actually not true, but that may be true for some people, but it's not true for me in particular, because I'm going to be using the Kindle Scribe virtually only for my own novel writing and collaborating back and forth and so on. And I'm a fiction book writer and I don't use illustrations. So, but uh, I'm still very, very happy to have that Kindle Scribe. And I know I'm missing out on the Colorsoft version until I buy it. But I do have this other device where I can enjoy just reading in the Colorsoft world. And I'm very, very happy to have it. And I think the original Kindle Scribe together with this uh, is is a good pair. So you don't always have to buy the most expensive thing. Oh, by the way, I saw that the Kindle Scribe, the non-color one, is on a good sale right now. So if you think that's enough for you, then don't miss the sale. That's all I have to say today. New device, new world, and very happy about it. So please don't forget to subscribe to my playlist and channel, like my videos, and provide comments if you have them. Okay, bye bye for now.